background noise is probably going to be quite loud. Oh dear. Anyway, hello guys and welcome back to the third live stream on this channel. Now obviously it was quite a while ago since the last one, but I've decided that I'm going to do one today, just for a little while, not long today unfortunately, but long enough so we can run some logos and stuff. So I will be doing that in a second. Now obviously getting the comments and stuff, get your requests in if you would like to see anything specific. I will try my best to run locos and fulfill your requests. Yeah, so we'll start in a minute, let people join and see what happens basically. There's this festival thing going on in the local area, so if you do hear any background noise, that cannot be helped. So yeah, I'll think of some locos to put on as a start. Why not? Let's pop that on, that will help massively. Start with a little bit of Eastern region stuff. I know a lot of people who really like Eastern stuff, Eastern region stuff. Oh, Jesus. There will be one of these live streams coming next Sunday as well. I know it's Saturday today, but a week and 1 day from today there will be another live stream, along with some unboxing reviews and stuff in the week following that. So there will be, this channel will be active a little bit more after next Sunday and stuff. So let's not worry about the inactivity of this channel. It will be a little bit more used very soon. So we've just got to wait and see. Get one of my favourites on the track to start off today. It's a beautiful logo. In fact, my mum said the other day that she was like, oh, I haven't seen that one for quite a while. Not well, running wise anyway. So I'm going to start with it today. Very privileged to own this logo because it's such a unique one, but it's also a fabulous one. We'll start today with Walter Kane Wine, the purple A4. My good friend Alf has decided to request the Flying Scotsman, so I will run the Flying Scotsman next. I'll run that after Walter. Ran this for a while, so we'll just keep it running for a little bit. This is a good look at this. A lovely one. This is a beautiful loco. The A4 is definitely going on me. I calculated that there's about 6 that I would own, maybe 5. Because I've got 2 at the minute, and then there's 1, 2, there's at least 3 others that I would own that I can actually get, and then a fourth one which I can't get unless I scroll eBay for a long time. Plane going over, it's a light aircraft I assume. It's not particularly loud at the moment, so. Oh, quite a wacky request from Azuma is, can you run the Class 66 with the Great Western four-wheel coaches? Yes, I can do that. That will be very interesting. I'll do that for you in a short while. I'll do Scotsman and the Class 66 together. So I've got to get that ready. I don't know whether Kelly would be particularly happy, but we may as well get the Class 66 out of the way before she comes in, because she'll be anger and rage to find out that the beautiful Great Western coaches are compared with Class 66. But still go. Don't it kill me, Mr. A4? Making sure the Scotsman will run down that way. Right, let's stop the A4. We'll put the A4 off for now. I'm literally going to park it in the siding because it'll probably appear later on. And I will get Alf's request of Scotsman and then Zuma's request of Class 66 with the four-wheel coaches running. Come on, Walter. It's a good logo. You're now pushing the wrong coaches. Where the hell are you going? What the hell is going on? What a disaster. And this effing track for starters, isn't it? They shouldn't even be attached. Like, this point's just got a mind of its own. I've decided to send Walter on the wrong track. Right, let's go. That'll do nicely. Right, Class 66, where are you big heavy beast? Probably the most powerful loco I've got. And I have some pretty powerful locos, I'll say that. 12-wheel drive, about half a kilo in weight. This loco would not ordinarily run with four-wheel coaches because, yeah, they're not really designed for this loco, but might be quite interesting to see this running. Also might be quite hilarious. So I do have 4, but they probably add up to the length of the Class 66 in total. Go. Might be quite. I mean, Scotsman don't run particularly brilliantly anymore. 66, okay. There's no gaps in the track, it's just making that noise for some unknown reason. Oh yeah, that's probably why Kelly isn't hearing some strange Scots' videos, isn't it? Silly me. Is it loaded? Oh, it's only salvage or scrap. So we're watching that, it's Great Western, isn't it? Okie dokie, right. Root of the Class 66. I will run the Class 66 while Kelly Ashford is not present because I can. That'll be quite interesting too. All the coaches away, haven't had a run for a long time. They're lovely. And go away. I'll put some coaches on with the Class 66, some properly sized coaches, shall I say, that are actually sort of designed for this work. I'm not going to say designed because some people will scream at me and say, well, they'll put the adenoids on and go, oh, Class 66 doesn't run with British Railways Mark 1 coaches, what are you doing? But then I'll put the adenoids on and go, well, this is a heritage railway. So, yeah. In case there's any nerds out there, yes, I know this is not prototypical, but I do not give a toss. Genuinely not give a monkey. It's lovely and slow, that classic stuff. Almost too slow though, but it's real. As locos go, it's a fabulous one. Yep, so we just in case you didn't know, we do have some locos coming next week. There will be 2 new locos joining the collection next week, courtesy of Kelly Ashford, and I'll be doing reviews on those and stuff, so you'll be able to see those, and you'll be able to see those on, I think, a live, well, probably not a live stream as such, because I only feature locos in a live stream if they've been reviewed, so after the review. However, they will, Kelly Ashford is bringing some guest locos down, so those will be in the live stream, as well as obviously lots of other locos. You will see what those locos are via the reviews, which will come shortly after the actual live stream next Sunday. So yeah, it's quite an interesting one. The locos are lovely, they're absolutely beautiful, so definitely going to make very good additions to the collection, so looking forward to those. If you are watching, just make sure you do have your requests ready to drop in the chat. I will take some if you want to. There will be a lot of people watching Sam's Trains' review, current video though, so I'm not surprised. There's not many people in, but you can, of course, you can watch these back later on, and if you would like to drop requests in the comments for next week's episode, make sure you do that. I do have one that I need to do for somebody who I'm in group chat with. I think it's Tom's Lego Trains on YouTube. That's his Instagram. I think he asked for my Lord Nelson class to run, so I'll run that later on. So I'll definitely do that. But I'm going to take the Class 66 off and run a little bit of the Great Western, I think, just for a bit of change, because we haven't had anything like that running for quite a while. So it'd be nice to actually run some Western region stuff. Kingory and Kingory and Kelly specifically will be very impressed. I'm very happy that I'm running a Western region thing, because we've only had LNR and modern day diesel so far. So who's mowing? Who's mowing? Loud mowing, that's all I'm saying. Move the Class 66 out of the way. Hold you out. That's the one. Oh god, that's not the coupling off, that's not brilliant, is it? I'm gonna go back on it, yes. Sorting the sideboard of locos out, because they are now stored in a sideboard, which sounds weird, but they're on show. Well, they're all on show in a line, so it makes a lot of sense actually if you think about it. My favourite Western loco in my collection, this is, I think, shall I say, I'm not going to curse anything. Come on, you swine. This thing has not ran for such a long time. Old girl needs running there a little bit. Yeah. You'll be able to see what loco is running around. Beauty, this one. It is a beautiful loco. The problem is it's DCC fitted, but I don't have a DCC controller yet. I will be getting one, eventually, I definitely will. However, just not yet, so it's going to have to wait and manage. So. I'm just purposely mowing to probably get rid of the noise from the festival thing that's on. So, probably what's going on there. It's nice to finally have this loco with some proper sort of Great Western-ish coaches. A lot better now. It'll do us nicely. That coach behaving on the back. Keep an eye on that. It might be useful loco. Absolutely. Yeah, that coach is behaving at the minute, which is rare and interesting, to say the least. Never usually behaves, but it is at the minute, so she's got quite a decent bit of performance, and that's lovely, that. A 28XX, which is a freight loco, I know, but pulling some proper Great Western style coaches, which when they work, they're incredible little coaches, so I love them. They're lovely. Loco just needs to warm up a little bit and it'll be running absolutely marvellous. Runs marvellous anyway. The beauty. It's a pity I don't have a DCC controller yet though, because it would run so brilliantly. I mean, it runs really well on DC, but it would run better on the DCC. So that is what it's designed to run on. Beautiful logo, I love it so much. Hasn't run for a while, so I'm going to keep it going for a little bit. They've not been running much recently, and they are definitely going to be getting back into the running. Especially with next Sunday being a live stream as well. So, my good friend Kelly Ashford is coming down to visit the railway again. She has been once before. Can see the video that we did with her guest locos. Now she's bringing some guest locos, but also some locos that I'll be adding to my own collection. So you'll see the reviews of those, and also, yeah, big live stream next week. It will be a lengthy one. And Kelly Ashford will be present for that, so it'll be interesting to see. So just make sure you're all ready and waiting. It'll be around 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock it'll be, I assume, around that time. So probably closer to 2. There's no specific time that it'll be, but it will be quite a lengthy one, probably an hour to 2 hour live stream. So just make sure you're all here for that. Obviously there are going to be other locos coming in the coming year, but there's also a chance that extra ones will come in some places. So yeah, there's also lots of other videos that we're going to be working on very soon. So we are going to be restarting the Minecraft series soon, obviously uploading some of the time lapses of our older ones at the minute, but we're definitely going to get back into Minecraft stuff and actually sort of build some new ones. Got some definite ideas on the cards, so yeah, it'll be quite an interesting one to do so. But yeah, this loco, this 28XX is my favourite Great Western loco in my collection, but I think probably of all the Great Western locos, it's probably my favourite. And it's in my top 5, which I will do a video on, I think, eventually. I can't really do a top 5 though, I could do a top 10. Top 5 would be pushing it, but I could probably do a top 10. Yeah, it's not that big compared to like a Pacific or anything, but this loco, amazingly, was actually the most powerful loco in Britain, freight loco, until the 9F came along, so big powerful beast, this thing. Instagram. No, I'm not available, unfortunately. I'm live streaming on YouTube. My mate's asking me if I'm available. Unfortunately not. So. I'm live in stream. Thing doesn't keep up. 27 minutes. Okay, we'll take the lovely 28XX off. What I'm going to do is mainly run locos. I thought I didn't run last week, but last time. It's also save some until next week because I don't want to run every loco, do I? Oh man, you are stunning though, 28XX. Good slow speeder as well, like a really good slow speeder, which you would probably say, oh yeah, I expect it to be a really good slow speeder, be DCC fitted, but on a DCC controller, this will be absolutely incredible at slow speed. I love its wheel configuration. I love 280 freight locos. I think there's just something about them that makes them look so good. But the thing with the 28XX is it looks classic Great Western, but it's in a good way because it's pre-grouping, so it's a bit star classish, but also it suits the wheel configuration a bit more than a 460. Because most of them were 460s, but yeah, this one does definitely suit its wheel configuration a lot more than most other Great Western logos. It's beautiful. So the 28XX is going away for today, so we'll be saying goodbye to the beautiful Great Western 28XX. We'll do. I think we might do some southern region stuff now. What should we do? I'm gonna try and calculate my locos I'm gonna run this with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's around 6 that I could do. Maybe leave some, so I might do 5. But there's no more Great Westerns this week. Yeah, next week is the best opportunity to see most of the locos run. So this week's just a short one, just to get some locos running. But next week I'll probably get through most of the collection of locos. Next week we'll be running probably nearly all 3 lines on some occasions. So yeah, just make sure you're all here for that. That'll be a really interesting one. Big live stream next week. Lots of videos coming, so on this channel as well, which is unique obviously because it's never usually this one that's active, but this one will probably be more active than my main account in the coming week or so. So make sure you're all here for that. However, next bit of British Railways logo. I'm going to stick on my standard class 8, the only standard class 8 that I've ever built, which is the Duke of Gloucester, which has not ran in a video or a live stream or just in general for quite a while. So yeah, I'm going to run that. It is a lovely logo. It's an enormous one as well. It is a big one. I do like this thing. Didn't cost me too much money. I think it was 120, but I got the 3 BR Mark 1 maroon coaches with it, so didn't do too badly on that front. I'm quite happy with that. It is an absolute powerhouse though. It's so heavy. I mean, this is it's a railways logo, but it's got railroad detail and a railroad mechanism. So if we go off the fact it's more like a railroad logo than a railways logo, this is heavier than and more powerful than most railways logos. It's incredibly heavy. Look at the size of this thing. This is an enormous logo. This is a big logo. I won't be getting standard class 6s, I won't be getting clans, I'll be getting standard 7s eventually, so. I'll be getting 2, hopefully, Britannia and Oliver Cromwell. Why are you cutting out? Problem with this logo is it's got 6 pickups, which is just terrible. Flipping terrible. My split chassis flipping. Lord Nelson has more pickups than this logo. When it warms up all the time, because it's not ran for ages, I assume. Now, little bit of a fact, these 2 locos I got at the same time. I bought them both from hand on the same day, and I both got them for Christmas that very same year. These locos were bought together. Yes, we did go to Hatton's and spend 170 quid, I do remember that, but this other loco, it is my Lord Nelson class. I remember buying 50 quid. It's pretty incredible really, considering how actually half decent it is. I've stopped the wrong one, I apologise, Martin Publisher. The Duke of Gloucester was meant to start. Absolutely superb loco this. I will get another Lord Nelson, maybe 2. They'll be homebrew ones, modern ones. But my only ever Malachite Lord Nelson will probably be this loco. So, absolutely gorgeous thing. I don't know, this is one of the only locos that I wouldn't get rid of to upgrade it to a better loco. Same with my standard 4. because I like it so much. It's just such a lovely loco. It looks so good. I mean, everybody whinges about Batman split chassis locos. I don't, because this runs really well. And it only cost me 50 quid, and it's really well detailed for its age. It's incredibly heavy, really powerful. It is lovely. Genuinely wouldn't get rid of it for the modern version of some artificial pressure. Oh, sugar. Dropping the tender. So yeah, that is a definite keeper. So yeah, it's a gorgeous thing. It'll go on my top shelf eventually, in the sideboard cupboard thing. Right, now just for a couple that are much easier to run. Because they just run better slightly, so to say the least. What's the problem with the loco without sprung buffers? Basically just slam straight into the back of any train. Duke of Gloucester's got round, well, it's got like oval front buffers and then round ones on the tender. It's a bit odd. But I think Princess Elizabeth like that as well. There's a couple of locos like that. I haven't bothered putting it in the thing with its tender attached because the tender's an absolute dog to attach, so just stay uncoupled for now. Right. Pop this thing on. Scotsman, you're the only loco that actually plays up. Okay, that's different. How long was that not fitted in here? Maybe it fits now. Piece of trim there. Don't know what from. It's incredibly thin. So probably not off this logo. But I don't know. Or just a piece of waste plastic that's just come off somewhere. Ow! I have to sit down in a minute. And on these two, there we go. Ah, knackered. Hey, why is my album stopped? Piece of track. I do not know what happened then. See if it does it again. Oh, that track's not doing particularly brilliantly. Okay. Work on that. In-track problems. Okay, this one's working. See if that'll work. Wrong thing. No, that isn't working at all now. That's closed. That's closed. Okay, so it stops there and then it dies there. What the? Not random. Whole half of the track has no power going to it at all. Is the outer loop working? I think it is. Right. Leave it like that for now. I hate it when locos cut out like that. You think they die, but it hasn't. It hasn't died. It's fine. I love these locos. 30583 is an absolute beauty. How many things can possibly be in the background? We've got Phil next door and his 996 has now started and his 996 911 is incredibly loud. See ya. The box. At least he hasn't floored it. Brighton the Terrier is getting a little bit of a run. I love that thing so much. It's so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, there's I think somebody's, is it Rapido, I think? I don't know who it is. But they're making an E1. Is it an E1, I think? And it's in LBSC Improved Engine Green. So I will be definitely buying one of those because it's an 060, slightly larger tank engine. So it's like a GT size almost. But in Improved Engine Green, which is incredibly beautiful. And people will be like, oh, that's not green. That's because Stradley was colourblind. So he thought that the colour of the Terrier It's green, but it obviously isn't to anybody who's actually not colourblind. So I'll move this round a little bit so you can see the terrier. Oh, sugar. My broken tripod, or as I call it, the duopod, because it's got 2 functioning legs, not 3. It's trying to fall off. There you go, fall over. Indeed, there you go. There's the terrier. Obviously you can pop requests in if need be, if you want to, so obviously drop those in the chat. Of course I will see them and I'll do them. These two are definitely 2 of the favourites. These are in the top 3, these 2, so my 3 favourite locos are all southern. But the majority, but I'm more an LNER, like the LNER and the Southern Railway are my 2 favourite railways, the joint favourites. So the top 5 will mostly be filled with Southern and LNER locos. So yeah, the top 10 will have a Great Western or 2 in there. The Midland Railway is my 3rd, so it goes the big 4. It's LNER and Southern at the top, the joint, and then LMS comes 2nd, and then 3rd is the Great Western. What should I say? Yeah, it will be 3rd, wouldn't it? Because joint 1st is the LNER and the Southern. Started to like the Southern a lot more than I used to, just because of how many beautiful locos they make, and more pre-grouping. I love a pre-grouping thing, like loco as well, and the Southern make the best looking pre-grouping locos as well. So, I think my favourite class is probably the span can, as well, in reality as well. So. Yeah, there's not many videos on my channel on this one, but I am going to make some more. It's about a month ago since the last live stream. It's a month ago since the Class 66 review. Probably nearly 2 months since the 94 Double X. When by the next review, it will probably be 2 months since the 94 Double X. I think something like that. My terrier is about 3 months old now, which is incredible, to be honest. My Adam's Radial is not far off a year old now, actually. Incredible, really, how quickly time flies. LBSC Terrier is probably close to 4 months old, actually. on. Okay. I love these because you can actually just run these locos all day. They're beautiful. Definitely, I think the Adams Radio is the best £67 I've ever spent in my life. It was actually hilariously, the Adams was cheaper than my Terrier. However, RRP wise, it is not. It's about 140 quid worth of loco, the Adams Radio. If you go off RRP, it was incredibly discounted. It was a stock clearance at Kernel Model Rail Centre, so they put the price down to 67.90, or about 67 quid, I think. So yeah, that's how much it cost me. Whereas the Terrier was just under 80 quid, but that's still bargain. So you can probably, if the Terrier is bargain at 80 quid, you can probably guess how bargain the Adams Radio is. And the Adams Radio was brand spanking new. I've bought second-hand locos for more than that. In fact, all three, actually two of the locos I've got on the layout at the minute, because Walter is still on the layout, it's just off camera, you can't see it, it's out of shot. Walter I also bought from Kernel Model Rail Centre, and that was 118 quid, which is heavily discounted from its £180 RRP. Kernel then dropped it to about 150 and then dropped it down to 118. Well, it was 114 actually without postage. So that's how much. That is the highest amount of money I've spent all year though, because it was bought in January. It was my first loco of the year, Walter. So it's, yeah, that was my first loco of 2021, and we're now in the second, well, in the second to last quarter. It's incredible how time goes, really. How quickly it can fly. And how close I now am to 50 locos rather than 40. Well, I'm on 38, but by the time Kelly comes next week, it'll put me to 40. Then I'll have 42 by the end of the year, maybe even 43. So it'll be 40, could be 43 by the end of the year. So definitely quite a few locos coming. I mean, I don't get them at the rate Sam Strains or somebody gets them, but certainly do get them quite often. Lovely Terrier is departing. What an amazing little loco for the size. It is so small, but so beautiful and mighty. I absolutely adore that thing. I can't genuinely, I don't think there's a loco I like more than the Terrier and the Adams Radio and the West Country. The Terriers are so cute though. I love the colour. I just can't wait to get another loco in that livery. There's not many that you can buy. I think it's only the Terrier that you can buy in improved engine green, except from the upcoming E1, which I will definitely get next year. I think it comes out next year or the year after, but I will definitely be getting one because firstly I like tank engines, and secondly I love unique liveries. So that is one on the list for the definite upcoming locos. In fact, the loco list is incredible of all the locos I will actually buy over time, but I usually get locos that I'm less likely to get at other times first. So I normally get stuff that's slightly rarer and harder to come by. So that will be slightly harder to get in the future and stuff. So that's why that's coming first. The E1 over certain others. Other than that, also the Great Central Railway A5 is another one that I would like to get. They'll be about the same price actually, because Rapido are doing the E1 and Rapido are like really expensive, but I'm not that bothered because it's going to get used all the time because it's improved engineering, which is a gorgeous livery. So yeah, that'll be an exciting one. Put those away. I might do one final round of locos. I don't know what to do there exactly. I might do a bit of freight, which this will be. I think I'm going to run the 94 X, big heavy pannier tank, for the Mall Great Western. Awesome locomotive, absolutely awesome. It's incredible. I recommend you get one. Mine was given to me by my good friend Kelly Ashford. It didn't warm to her, so she was like, well, she was like, oh, I'll let you to have it. So, in fact, both these locos were. So, we have the lovely 94 X and the also lovely Bachmann 03 shunter. There are some bits of freight also in this given to me by my good friend Kelly Ashford, so make sure you go and visit her channel, please, because she is a very good friend, and she will very much appreciate you visiting her channel. Definitely should, because the stuff she uploads is very good. So you need to go and do that. Don't do it now, do it after this video is ended. You don't need to do it yet. I'm sure there'll be little else to watch, so there's not many people upload things that actually are decent anymore. So, but it's still actually uploads very decent stuff, so you should go and check that out. So we're going to have the Bachmann, oh sugar, what am I doing? The Bachmann 94 X pulling all of my open wagons, and the Bachmann 03 pulling all of my box vans, also known as just wagons. Trucks and wagons, or open wagons and box vans. So that's what I will do. So I'll stick the box vans on first, because that's probably going to be the easier one to do. The shunter is a lot slower, and I do have to remember to run this on the 94 X on the non-feedback controller, otherwise it might explode. It won't explode. I have ran it for about 2 feet on a feedback controller, and it was fine. However, just don't do it for a long period of time, because it can affect the motor. I don't recommend doing it at all, but if you do accidentally do it, don't worry, the loco should be fine for a short period of time. Anyway, let's get off the subject of motors. Let's pop the box vans on. There's quite a few of them. Now, these locos are not going to struggle with these because there's not that many of them. Well, there's a lot of them, but these locos are incredibly heavy, incredibly powerful, and should manage absolutely fine. Especially the 94 X. It's a very weighty loco. It weighs probably close to 300 grams, which some tender locos don't weigh that, so I think it's about 10 grams lighter than City Trero. The City Trero I think weighs just a shade under 300 gram. I think it's about 298 or something. So I think it's 288 or 282, something like that. It's 280 something, the 94 X, which is incredibly heavy for starters. So there is the Bachmann 03, the lovely shunter. This weighs a fairly okay amount. So yeah, not too bad. And then I'm going to pop the open wagons on. I don't know what order to do these. I have to have sort of have to have them in a specific order because I'm a bit weird and I've probably got OCD. It probably is OCD. That's probably what causes it. But I want to try and make the 94 X's train will be a lot more colourful. I'll let you into that secret. Can sort of basically confirm that it will be more colourful than the other one, so that'll be hopefully a little bit more interesting visually than the other train. So be a little bit nicer to look at. We do have a lot of wagons. Not that many by like certain standard. Like some people do have a lot more wagons than I do. Like a hell of a lot more, but I don't actually have that many considering how many locos I have that can pull freight. I sort of do need to get some more at some point, but that's all a future thing. I can get them in the future, can't I? So, that can go sort of in the middle-ish. Can sort of go there. That can sort of go there. Just move it over. Then that can go there. Then the tiny little wagon. That's the smallest, one of the smallest. And that, and then these lovely 2 Bachmann wagons at the front to go with my Bachmann logo. Got the Great Western Toad brake van at the back. Oh god, nearly got the wrong controller then. Lovely double 94 XX. It's the first time it's pulled freight. I don't know whether they pulled freight in reality. Certainly probably didn't often. But this one is pulling it and pulling it well, so there we go, final session of the day. Oh, sugar. I've got a duo pod now because the legs fell off the tripod. There you go. And tidy the rest of the locos up now. That's quite a lengthy train that's behind the 94XX. I didn't realise it was that long. God, it's a good loco though. And it looks so good with freight. Like, it actually looks really good with a freight train. I'm quite chuffed with that actually. Definitely looks quite good. Now that's every open wagon that I've got, so it is a bit mixed. There's no prototypical sort of thing really, except in the tow brake van. It's just basically a showcase of every single box van and every single open wagon that I've got. I do have some tankers as well, but no tankers today. Could have ran them on the third line, but obviously next week is the best opportunity to see lots of locos running. So we'll definitely be using those all of my rolling stock, quite a lot next week, and most of my locos will be getting a run next Sunday. So yeah, it's quite interesting. The 4XX is a really good loco though. It is awkward because it's the only one with the cordless motor and I do have to run it on a separate controller, but the controller I'm running it on is half decent, so it does run absolutely beautifully. Super smooth, super quiet, weighs an absolute ton, incredibly powerful, super detailed. I'd recommend buying one, and it's got firebox glow, and obviously you can't see it in the day. But the Bachmann 03 also has a feature that lights up, which is its cab, so definitely an interesting one. The track was being awkward again. I think the points are on the way out. See if it does it again. So I've got to fiddle around with the points. It's fine now. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching today. I really appreciate you turning out if you have. If you haven't, then obviously you can watch this back later on. And I assume most people will be doing that. So, thank you for watching anyway. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, visit my main channel as well if you're interested in gaming stuff. There will be some gaming stuff coming on this though. Obviously we've got the Minecraft series that comes on here, so all of the Steam locos we build in the future will definitely come onto this channel. I might even do a little bit more gaming stuff here and there, but I don't know. It'll be mainly Minecraft on here. However, most of the time it will be model railways or train spotting, but I will have quite a broad range of videos, and I hope that they're good enough for you guys to enjoy. So, yeah, I've got lots of stuff coming, especially next week, so I do hope that you will be around to see all of that. But basically, I'll stop these two in view. There's a buffer on the floor there, but that is from Coach, I think. Nothing interesting. Oh, hang on, I missed a box fan. I missed a box fan. Oh well. Yeah, I did miss a box fan, but never mind. Not the end of the world, is it? I think you can see the O3 shunter. Oh no, you can't actually. It's 94XX is the one that's least in shot. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you very soon. Take care of yourselves. That roof. Yeah. Welcome to the world of model railways. It's an absolute nightmare. I would recommend it though. It's good. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.